Have you ever heard of a lumberjack so big he used a pine tree to comb his beard? Or an ox so massive that the Grand Canyon was just its hoof print? Today, we're diving into the larger-than-life world of Paul Bunyan and his trusty companion, Babe the Blue Ox. Get ready for an adventure that carved out the American landscape. The story of Paul Bunyan is a classic American tall tale. Born in the logging camps of the Great Lakes region in the late 19th century, he was a giant of a man, a symbol of strength, hard work, and the pioneering spirit. But who was he, really? While there's no proof of a real-life giant lumberjack, the legend was inspired by the real, hard-working loggers who faced incredible challenges shaping the nation. These stories were a way for them to boast, entertain, and make their grueling work seem heroic. And you can't talk about Paul without mentioning his best friend, Babe the Blue Ox. Legend says Babe was found as a calf during the winter of the blue snow, which permanently dyed his coat. Babe wasn't just big, he was incredibly powerful. They say he could pull anything with a log chain attached, and his strength was key to all of Paul's greatest feats, from straightening a winding river to creating the 10,000 lakes of Minnesota with their footprints. Babe was the muscle behind the myth. Together, this legendary duo didn't just perform incredible feats. They shaped American folklore itself. Their tales were originally spread by word of mouth, but an ad man named William Lafayette popularized them in the early 20th century for a logging company. Suddenly, Paul and Babe were everywhere, becoming symbols of American industrial might and manifest destiny. They represent a time of boundless optimism, where any obstacle, no matter how big, could be overcome with grit and ingenuity. So, what were their greatest feats? Creating the Grand Canyon is a popular one, said to have been carved when Paul dragged his giant axe behind him. The Mississippi River. That's supposedly from a leak in a water tank Babe was hauling. While these stories are fantastical, they capture the immense scale of the American wilderness and the ambition of the people who settled it. Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox are more than just a tall tale. They're a colorful, enduring part of the American story,